In this video, I'll show you how to use Nitro to edit images using an external drive and move those edits between machines. Nitro writes edits to XMP files along with ratings and flags. Those XMP files reside next to the original files. This way, if you need to copy or move your images, the sidecar is easy to include in the operation. What happens if you make rating or editing changes on an external disk and then move it to another device? The short answer is that all of the data will appear and be usable on the other machine. There are a few details that are worth discussing though. I have an external disk which I've attached to my Mac here. I will add a directory of images to Nitro, and then I will rate and edit images. I'm going to rate this first image 2 stars, and then I'm going to pick these two images here, and I'm going to apply a preset. Because these are stored on an external disk, Nitro will write XMP files for them. I'll show that to you in the Finder. Here's one, here's the other. Now I'll disconnect the drive and connect it to an iPad. I've attached the same external drive now to my iPad, and I'll add it to Nitro. The rating and the edit badges are appearing on the images, but the thumbnails for those edited images are not black and white. So does that mean that somehow the edits were lost? No. Nitro does not store edited thumbnails or previews in the XMP file. Doing so would affect performance and is not considered correct XMP use. Adobe apps do not store the JPEGs in XMP either. So when you're moving a disk between two devices, there are two ways to deal with the out-of-date thumbnails. The simplest way is to use the batch feature of Nitro. So I'll tap Select, tap these two images, go to the Batch menu, and pick Build Thumbnails. That will read the editing information and store updated thumbnails on this device. Another way to do it is just to go into Edit with each of these images, and then the app will build new thumbnails as a result of reading in the edit information. On the Mac, you can do the same thing by selecting all the images you want to update the thumbnails for, and then use the context menu and pick Build Thumbnails from there. Now, if I go back to the Mac and open up Nitro without reconnecting the drive, Nitro will alert me about the directory being missing because the drive is no longer connected. You can remove the directory from the app or just ignore it, and the next time you open it, it will warn you again if you've not connected the drive. However, on iOS, the story is a bit more complicated. Every time you eject and reconnect an external drive, Apple changes the name of that drive. I believe it's for security reasons. So you'll get a dialog about the drive being missing, no matter what you do. So even if the drive is still connected, you'll still get a warning. The best thing to do is just to remove it and re-add it. You won't lose any information. And that's a summary of editing and rating with the file system on Mac and iOS. Thanks for watching.